Determine the type of triangle that is drawn below. Check all that apply. So, looking at this triangle, I'm looking to see information about congruence and information about measurement of angles. So we'll see here that the first thing that's like really standing out to me is that this triangle has a 90-degree angle here at angle K. So I even like to put a box in to remind myself of this. This means that this triangle is classified as a right triangle because it has one right angle. So we would check off right triangle. For an acute angle or acute triangle, all the angles would have to measure less than 90 degrees. So this triangle is a right triangle, but it is not an acute triangle because the right triangle is the more dominant feature. And additionally, this triangle has one angle that measures exactly 90 degrees. So all the angles do not measure less than 90 degrees. So we name this triangle based on just angle K, which is the angle that measures 90 degrees. Additionally, if it were obtuse, there would need to be only one angle that measured more than 90 degrees. So one angle that measures more than 90 degrees. And remember, for a right triangle, it's one angle that measures 90 degrees. So this would not be classified as right and acute. It would just be classified as a right triangle. Just like if there was one obtuse angle, it wouldn't be classified as obtuse and acute. It would be classified just as obtuse because there's one angle that measures more than 90 degrees. All right, additionally, we have options between equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. For this triangle to be equilateral, all the sides and angles would have to be congruent. In an isosceles triangle, two sides and angles are congruent. And for scalene, no sides and no angles are congruent. So we're looking to see if we have any sides that are congruent or any angles that are congruent to each other. And in this scenario, there are no sides that are congruent to one another and no angles that are congruent to one another. So we can see the sides. We have 14.8, 7.28, and 5.9. None of those sides measure exactly the same length. And for angles, we have 55 degrees, 35 degrees, and 90 degrees. None of these angles have the same measure. Therefore, this triangle would be a scalene triangle. A scalene triangle. So there are two options that we're going to check off. So we have, again, a scalene right triangle. So in this scenario, I would say this triangle is a scalene right triangle because it contains one right angle and no sides or angles that are congruent.